In today's lecture, we are going to talk about Bitcoin target history, and you will love this lesson. You will learn a lot in this lesson. So in the previous video, we talked about nonce, mining in detail, about the target, and how the miners actually solve for that target in order to get the reward, in order to solve that mathematical problem, so that they can create a block, right? Now let us see what are the different Bitcoin target that already has occurred in the history, right? So this is a beautiful website. If you want to learn about Bitcoin in detail, trust me, this is the best website, and you can learn a lot about Bitcoin on this website. The website name is learnmeabitcoin.com. It's a great website. And let's go to the target page of this website. So where's the target? Let me search for it. So target, oh, here it is. So this is our target page, and in this, if you will see, we have all the target. Currently the target is this. Okay, you can see a lot of number of zeros are there, right? And as we discussed, the more number of zeros that we have, the lesser will be the area of finding the solution, right? In the previous video we have talked about this. And if you will see, okay, this is the Bitcoin target history. So you will find the Bitcoin target history under this tab, and you can see the Bitcoin target history here. So you can see that how the Bitcoin target history is being changing, right? It's been changing from time to time on every 2016 block, or on every 2 weeks, right? It's changed, and it is done by the Bitcoin algorithm. So this is not what we are doing, but this is done by the Bitcoin algorithm only. So you can see that it is being changed, right? And currently it is changed on 13th of September 2022, and today is 14th of September when I am recording this video. So you can see that the target just changed yesterday only, right? And let us see some of the important things that you should notice here, that is important, right? So first thing, if you will notice, from 3rd Jan 2009 to 18th of December 2009, the target never changed. You can see that the target is still 00000 FFF 0000 FFF. And why this is so? Because as we discussed, right, the target should change after every 2016 block, or after every 2 weeks, right? But the target was never changing. And the answer to this question is very simple, because at that point of time, there were not much miners, right, who were actually mining for the Bitcoin. So there were less number of people who were solving the mathematical problem. So since there were less number of people, so the Bitcoin algorithm never thought that why should I change the Bitcoin target, because there are less number of people, and already this target is very much, heavy for the miners at that point of time, because at that point of time there were not so much good technologies also, I will say. Okay, so miners were using their computer, or some a little bit high performance computer or something. So at that point of time, Bitcoin mining algorithm thought that why should I change the target? It is good, why should I change it, right? But after some time, means after 18th, means after this 18th December 2009, you can see that the target is continuously changing. So if you will see, so it is D86A, it is C428. So the target is continuously changing, right? The number of zeros are not changing. One important thing to notice here is the number of zeros are not changing, but it does not matter, because as we discussed, right, these are all the numbers. So if it is D8 and this is C42, so D8, if you can clearly see, at this point of time, FFFF, right, this number is greater than this number. So means what actually happened, I think, on 30th December 2009, the target decreased in the sense, this number got much less, means the target become much harder to achieve, because now we are what we are trying to do here is we are actually reducing the area, right? Because we are decreasing this number, and all these things we have discussed in the previous video, so I'm not going into much depth. So we are decreasing the number, so hence we are decreasing the area where the solution for the problem is, right? For the mining problem is for the miners. So for miners are solving for much lesser area, right? But after some time you will see that I think the number of zero also started increasing, means this was making the Bitcoin solving problem much more harder to solve, means Bitcoin mining problem much more harder to solve. So let us see where the number of zeros are changing. It is actually very much difficult to find out, right? A lot of numbers are here at this point of time. Okay, so I think from around this point of time the number of zeros are changing or something. Yeah, this point of time I think the number of zeros are also changing, means now the target is much more harder, right? So earlier it was decreasing, like it was harder, a little bit harder, a little bit harder, but now since the number of zeros are increasing, right, so the target is much more harder at this point of time. So this is something that you can see, and you can clearly see that the target is changing on every 2 weeks, 5th August, 15th August, and the number of blocks, the difference between the number of blocks is 2016. So all these things you can see on this page. It is a beautiful website, as I said. So you can see a lot of interesting thing here. So it is also not the fact that, let me tell you one thing more, that it is not that every time the target, every time the difficulty will increase. There will be times where the target, when the difficulty will decrease, because at this point of time when the cryptocurrency market is going down and miners are not much interested in mining Bitcoin, so you will notice that the Bitcoin difficulty level is decreasing day by day. Not day by day, means on every 2 weeks or such type of things are going on. Why? Because the number of miners are today, because the cryptocurrency market is down at that point at the time of making this video. So miners are leaving the Bitcoin mining industry, and hence the target and hence the difficulty is also decreasing. Okay, so this is the best time if you want to be a miner, because the difficulty is decreasing. And there are other things also. So if you want to learn much more about this target, so you can see that a lot of things again, I think there is a calculator also, like how much time it will take to solve the target and all those things. So this is a good website. You can definitely refer to this website, a highly recommended website. So you must check out this website. And in the next video we will talk about the different machines that we have for mining, like GPUs and ASIC, normal computers, that is CPUs. We will talk about that in detail in the next video. And if you have any doubts, please comment below.